getting thrown around by that guy over there. Oh shoot, he just shot one of his own men from around. I forgot he could do that. I forgot how much else could do that.
In the name of the Emperor, finish this! Higher ground, we'll gain the advantage! Continue the assault! Reinforcements are coming! The monolith! We destroy that and this is over! Charge!
Alright, so today we're going to be checking out what happens when you try and record a game you've already played for 400 hours. We're going to be playing Dawn of War, Dark Crusade. Or as I like to call it, Dank Crust. Sega.
The planet Cronus, beset on all sides by the tides of war, this once quiet colony became a savage battlefield. 7 armies clashed on this one world, each refusing to back down, each convinced it was in the right. From beneath the sands of Cronus' central desert came the Necrons, ancient machines bent on eradicating all life. But another evil already had its eyes on the planet. From the depths of the warp, the demonic forces of chaos arrived to enforce their claim. To oppose these fearsome powers, the planet's rulers in the Tau Empire sent their elite soldiers and sophisticated battlesuits into the fray. From the mighty Imperium of Man came the Imperial Guard, there to secure Cronus for the glory of the God Emperor. Like a green tide, the Orc Horde descended on Cronus, caring little for others' claims and sowing destruction in its wake. The Eldar, ancient enemies of the Necrons, emerged from their webway to pursue their own agenda on Cronus. And last came the Space Marines, finest and most uncompromising of the Imperium's soldiers. Seeing a world beset by aliens and heretics, they undertook a great purge. A dark crusade had begun. It could only end with the total victory of one of these factions, and the total defeat of all others.
Alright, there you go. We've got all of these guys. We got Chaos. You are Eliphas. You're Eliphas the Inheritor. I'm not gonna read all these. We've got Chaos, so they're basically the bad guys of the whole universe. We got the Eldar, who are like elves, basically. We've got these guys that are normal human beings. Puny humans. We got robots, skeleton robots. We got big green people. We got space communists. And then we've got the Space Marines. There's not much more to say. I mean, they're Space Marines, the Emperor's finest warriors. I'm gonna play as them for this round, but maybe if we go back through again later, we can do one of these other factions.
The Space Marines of the Blood Ravens chapter arrived on Cronus like the mailed fist of the Emperor. Acting under orders from his chapter master and chief librarian, young brother Captain Davian Thule ordered the Blood Ravens to carry out a thorough purge of this world. The chapter master had told Thule that ancient relics of the chapter were hidden on Cronus. Artifacts from the mysterious early years of the Blood Ravens. These sacred items could not be allowed to fall into alien hands. Captain Thule ordered the withdrawal of the Imperial Guard forces stationed in Victory Bay. But Governor Alexander flatly refused to pull his men back. Thule judged the governor a good man, but had little choice but to send his Space Marines to battle the governor's troops, along with all the other powers on Cronus. The Blood Raven's willingness to fight soldiers of the Imperium did not go unnoticed. Whispers began that the relics on Cronus were more damning than holy. Only the war's victors would be left to decide the truth of the matter.
Alright, so the basic way that this game works is you can move around using the mouse. Duh, dude, you've got... I don't know how many provinces there are, but I don't want to count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... You've got 19 provinces and 7 faction homeworlds. The movement that you can attack is indicated from these red arrows coming from wherever your little character man is. And so we can attack...
Welcome to the single-player campaign for Dawn of
I already
War.
played this.
Dark.
I'm doing the tutorial. Shut up. So we could go and attack the Eldar, and we know this is the Eldar because it's got that blue outline, and they're the blue people. And then these are all the Tau, and they've got the orange people, and the white people, or yellowish people, I guess. The white people, purple people, and green people. And it's indicated by the outline. And we are the red people. We have nothing except our base right now. We can attack the Eldar or the Imperial Guard, and the strength of the province means it's difficult. So this one, if we attack it, we can see the enemy force likely consists of basic infantry. The enemy has a single base, right? But if we go over to something like this, where this is strength is 5, we can't attack it, but it would say like the enemy likely has 2 bases or something like that. From here, you can see if we win this, we'll get this, the first company veteran. So they're like basic Space Marines, and it's called an honor guard unit. Alright, and you can see a little information about him. And then if we go to commander, there's a bunch of things here, like it keeps track of your defeated enemies, how many people you've defeated, and your honor guard, and your special abilities that you've gained. And then you can go to war gear, and you can upgrade your commander, so you can give him a power sword, or a demon hammer, or a plasma pistol, melta gun, iron halo, veteran. Eventually you'll get all of these, which will be pretty cool. And you just have to keep playing. I want to go slaughter Imperial Guard first, so let's do that. So I'll try and be slow for this, but the basic thing you want is this is your builder unit, right? He moves around,
yes, Lord.
and you can
Yes, Lord.
right click to move around.
Yes, Lord.
And he builds your things. He builds your buildings
As you
for you.
wish.
All right, so he builds things for you. And so we want to go in here. This is the build menu. And we want to pick a chapel barracks. Put that somewhere. I like to keep everything organized, so I'll put it there. And then we can go into the stronghold. We can make more servitors. And we also want to make one of these guys. Or scout raiders. So with these guys, there's that extra little orange thing up in the top.
What is
Right?
your will?
Up there. And it means that it takes up 1 person cap, so this thing up here. So we don't want to, we can't go over that.
Yes, Lord.
Now we can select these guys. We can take this, an armory, and put it down here.
With all due haste. What is your will? I
And then
await
we
your
can go back.
instructions.
We go to plasma generator. Down
Initializing build protocol.
And then an extra guy.
Scouts reporting for
Alright,
duty.
these guys are done.
Scouts in position.
So now what you can do is up here in the top, you've got this requisition up here, right? This is requisition and this is power. Requisition is like money, power is also like money, but it's, I don't know, it's less used, I guess. But basically, these are the money things. This is what stuff costs, and to get more requisition, you can build different things like the stronghold, or you can
Strategic
go and
point
capture strategic
identified.
points. So you're gonna right click on them, they're gonna go over there. He's gonna walk up, and you can put a flag in it, and then you wait for that bar to fill up, and then you get the strategic point. Now over here, this is a chapel barracks. Over here, we can use this to build infantry. So we can build things like the Space Marine Squad, or the Assault Marine Squad, or we could research the frag grenades. We don't need to do that right now because we don't have anybody. We can make a Space Marine Squad. And these guys are really good. Alright, so that means we've captured the research. That right there means that we've captured it. We can click on it, it disappeared too fast. But now we want to click on the server door, which I have selected. Select this, and select a strategic point. We want to build it on there.
Initializing build
Scouts
protocol.
ready.
Alright,
Search
we can move
commencing.
these guys and look for another strategic point. Nice one.
Strategic point
And we can click on the
identified.
map and go back. Alright, we've got our space
Fate
marines.
is our shield.
So now what we can do with them is we can hit this button. As long as we've got enough blue resource, we can click it and expand it. And now we can have one extra member for every one of these. We can have 4 more members, so 8
Maintain
people.
attack
We
formation.
can go up here.
Heresy
We can
grows
capture
from
that.
idleness.
Alright. And armory, we can do some research. So we can, once we upgrade our stronghold here, we can do different things. We have to wait for a little bit until that says 50. And as soon as it says 50, we can
Defending objective.
purchase this. And that'll upgrade our stronghold. And it will give us the, it'll upgrade our stronghold, and then we can
For the
get
Emperor!
more requisition, one, and we can build other things. We get access to these things. Now, I heard that
Yes,
the strategic
most
points were
beneficent
captured,
one.
so we can come over here.
I will
Click on
do
that.
as you ask.
Scouts
Move
here.
these guys back up
I
here.
sense danger.
I
Take
await
it out.
your instructions.
Oh, we don't have enough. Oh, well, now we do. We
I
can
will
build there.
do as you
Alright,
ask.
so now, if we come over to this strategic point over here, this listening post, we can upgrade this, and it'll fortify the strategic post, or the listening post. It'll fortify the listening post, and it'll give us more requisition per second. So it'll make requisition faster. And we have to-
I
oh,
await
look,
your
and then we capture the relic.
instructions.
So they captured that, and that probably means their base is somewhere in here. Probably, because there's not enough space here. So their base is probably over here somewhere. It's not random where the locations are. I actually know where the base is, but I don't 100% remember. Sometimes some of these get really wonky. I know their base is there, though. So now that this is upgraded, we're getting more requisition, and we can upgrade this one. We can upgrade to this, so we can spend 260 to make even more stuff per second.
Here to serve.
More resource faster. I want to build another generator, put that down there. Now that we've upgraded the stronghold to the monastery, we now see we have access to a bunch of new things, so we can come in here and we can do heavy weapon upgrade, furious charge, war gear, bionics. We can go in here, we can make the chaplet now and do a bunch of other research, and we have this, but it's grayed out because we need a machine cult and a sacred artifact. So if we go to a builder unit,
Yes, Lord.
we can make a machine cult. Meet these
We
guys
are
out
the
of the way.
Emperor's chosen.
Yes, most beneficent
Build a
one.
machine cult. Put it right there.
Initializing build protocol.
Now, what's interesting about building things in this
I await
is,
your
so if we
instructions.
tried to build, it's a plasma generator, right? We can build this pretty much anywhere. You see this circle around here, though? As soon as you get outside of that circle, you can't place anything. You can't place it. So, this has a circle around it because we put a listening post on it, and we can build things in here. This has a circle around it because it's our main stronghold. This has a circle on it because it's still got a listening post on it. This has a circle around it because it's got a listening post on it. But what's interesting is that for the turrets in this, you can see at the top it says any location where there is room, which means if we can see the area,
I exist
it's not
to
in the
serve.
fog of war, which is all this area that we can't see. We can come over here, and this is called choke point. It's a tight spot that you can get a lot of kills in very quickly if people come through. So the way to get it choke point to work in your favor is you
Initializing
fortify
build
it by
protocol.
putting down turrets and mines. So if we get another guy over here,
Yes, Lord.
because we can see over here now that our guy is over here and building that other turret, we can place a turret right here.
Initializing build protocol.
Now anything that tries to come that way as soon as these are built will go through there and die. And it looks like, there they are. Yep, it's just their builder unit, so we don't really need to worry. But we should start moving a little faster here. Oh good, the machine call's done, I didn't notice. Alright, so this is where you can build tanks and things. So these are pretty good, they're dreadnoughts. These are, I don't really use these too often, but they're okay. They're land speeders, they're fast, they're good against infantry. This is a rhino transport. It carries things. It doesn't have any weapons, it just carries stuff. Also, I barely use those. Probably should use them more often, but I barely do. Let's upgrade Bionics and more gear. Alright, we can get this because we built the thing over here, the machine cult. So let's not upgrade that because we don't have enough requisition. I mean,
I
enough power.
await
So
your
we're gonna build more.
instructions. I will do as you ask.
Do you guys finish this?
Here
Good.
to serve.
Now we can take this and build a landmine and chuck that right there.
Initializing build protocol.
And our units won't die when they walk over it, but theirs will. Alright, so now that we have this a little bit more fortified, we can basically leave
Yes,
these guys
Lord.
alone and
Yes,
bring them over
Lord.
here. And the good thing about this is that these landmines are invisible to anything that can't see them. So that's most infantry units and all tanks. But there are certain things, like commander units, that can see invisible objects. So they can see these, but as long as they don't have one, the enemy should walk right over them and they'll blow up. But with these guys,
I
we can
await
take
your
them,
instructions.
bring them all back here, so we can start building some more stuff. Let's build a sacred artifact.
Build
Right
routine
there.
721 initiated. Yes, Lord. Build routine 721 initiated.
Alright, now that we have 300 power, we can click this, and that'll upgrade our stronghold. Alright, this is done now, and we can produce from here the librarian, apothecaries, and do some more research for commanders. So let's make a librarian, because we can. Let's go over here, and let's make, as soon as we get to 60, alright, let's make chaplain.
Marine squad deployed. We stand ready.
Alright, we're out of requisition. Now, from in here, we can see now that we've gotten the one thing, the warrior that was here. What we can do
Faith is our
is
shield.
we can get the different types of super weapons.
Marine squad deployed.
We can get the different types of heavy weapons. So we can get bolters, missile launchers, plasma guns, and flamers. Personally, I like to use heavy bolters, just every
Yes, my
slot filled
lord.
with heavy bolters.
My powers are yours to
But
command.
missile launchers are good too against tanks. Plasma guns have their use, and flamers are pretty good against large amounts of infantry and breaking morale, which means they fight a
your
little worse.
instruction.
Alright, now that we've finished the stronghold upgrade, you'll see that the stronghold looks a lot different now. We can click, well, first of all, we have access to a lot more building things, so we can upgrade a lot more things. Before we couldn't get this, now we can. By the way, the
My
librarian
knowledge
finished.
is at your
We
disposal.
can get this now that's done. We can buy these, so we should do that. Ooh, look, we're getting attacked. And you can see that since they can't see this, this is blowing up, and this is shooting at them. So, one of the benefits of having a choke point as your base.
I am the Emperor's
Oh, great, they're gonna come from that way too? Alright. That's a mistake on my part, we didn't fortify that. But that's okay, because we've got 2
Awaiting
squads of
orders.
Space Marines right here.
Orders
We can bring these guys over here. Upgrade the squad. Upgrade the squad. And without listening close to Space Marines, I'm gonna go but it's gonna be a little difficult for them to do that. So what we do is we click on it, and they get into battle and they attack.
We stand ready.
But you don't have to click on the army, so as you can see I didn't click on them, and they just went and attacked. But then they'll go back to their spot where they were staying when I told them to move.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Alright.
What's your
So,
order?
Like I said, missile launchers have their use, but the Imperial Guard, if we move fast enough, they don't usually get tanks out very quickly. But their tanks are very bad. So, let's upgrade this squad over here.
Yes, my lord.
With 2 bolters, 2 heavy bolters, 2 of these, and give me plasma gun for good guys. It's been here for a while, but since we upgraded to the monastery, we've gotten this guy here, the sergeant. We can upgrade him, we can buy him, and he'll appear in this spot right there. Alright, so now that this is done, don't worry about that. Now that this guy is done here, we can take a good look at him. Look at him. Look at him there. Now that he's done, though, we can, from the squad, from accessing the squad, see I made a sergeant over there too, but see, we don't have it selected because no green circles underneath him, and we can select him, and we can click this button. And yeah, we don't want to do it right now because we don't need to, but if we were to do that, he does this. Well, now he's in the center because they moved, but if you click on that, you can see the sergeant rallies his squad, restores the squad to full morale, counteracts the effects of being broken. So being broken means they have no morale, and if you click this, it fills the morale bar.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Alright, so now that we've built both the machine cult and the sacred artifact, and upgraded to the fortress monastery, we can take these guys, take this, and put it there, as a little relay station. Okay, now that this is done, you can see that we can make Space Marines and Dreadnoughts from here. You can also upgrade Wargear personal teleporters for the Terminators. Well, where are those? They're not in here, we haven't seen them anywhere. Well, they're right here. We don't get access to them until we build this. And now that we've built it, we can make these guys. We can make 1 of each, so we'll do that. We'll go in here, and we'll activate that, so that we can get them to be able to teleport. Alright, we've got a Terminator ready. And as you can see, they didn't come out of the chapel barracks like normal Space Marines do. If we make Space Marines here, they just pop out there. But they didn't do that. So they go in here as a deep strike. If you click on them, you can deploy them anywhere in the world. So if we wanted to put them over here, we could do this. And the little triangles show up. And you take these guys and you can put them here too. And you could hear in the background. And then they appear on the ground. And then they're in battle, and you can upgrade them. Give them this thing here. Shoot, and then that thing explodes. And they can capture points. So you can capture the point with that. So now, if we come over here and we try and build a Space Marine squad, over here you can see this blinking pop full. If we look up here, you'll see 13 out of 13. So that means we've reached squad cap. Alright? Now, there's a fix for this. There's this over here. Squad cap increase. You can do this for a little bit, but not too much. We might as well make the tank thing too, because we can only make 2 right now. That's not even enough for Dreadnought. So if this finishes upgrading, that should increase, which means we can make more units. And as you've probably seen, these guys are ranged Terminators, so they've got guns. And these guys are 100% melee. You can't do anything with them other than upgrade their squad cap. They can teleport around, do different things, but they have thunder hammers and shields. They are very powerful and very deadly. If you see these walking at you, you do not want to do anything. You can see they're barely taking any damage from those lasers, more than usual. And they get into battle, and they are dead. But they have to chase anything that runs away, because they don't have any guns. But if we would bring these guys over here, bring these guys back, swap out, put them here.
Here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Your will.
We can see that they would just shoot, and that entire squad got obliterated, and I didn't even see it. And that's my bad. Alright, now that that upgraded, it's back, and we can make it again, but up here you can see the squad cap is increased from 13 to 18, which means we can make more people. Let's go ahead and make a Grey Knight squad. These aren't from the Space Marine chapter that are here, These are the Blood Ravens. See that? That means we're the Blood Ravens. And over here, if you read the description, specimens from a secretive chapter serving the Emperor's Inquisition. Elite infantry troops.
Praise the Emperor and strike down his foes.
With psychic abilities. Highly effective against demons, heavy infantry. So if we were fighting chaos, we'd want to get these guys out as fast as possible. And apparently the Grey Knights is a secretive chapter. I didn't know that, but that's cool.
To spread his word.
Oh yeah, we built this thing over here, which gives us access to this. And we'll see that later on. A single HQ building, stronghold, can only support a limited number of generators. So I've built all the generators we can. We can build 6 generators every stronghold. Same goes for this. I'm pretty sure it's 10. But we haven't built that many bolters yet. I think we are ready to go kill people. But let's make some tanks just so I can show it off.
Where do you need us most? Under fire. We shall cleanse.
Scouts awaiting orders.
We await your command.
Scouts awaiting orders.
I have awoken.
Alright, you wanna see how well these guys do in battle? Look at this.
Yes,
Look at them all there. Barely taking any damage at all. And they are slaughtering everyone. Look at him going around by that guy over there. Oh shoot, he just shot one of his own men from around. I forgot he could do that. I forgot how much I could do that. He did it again. Yeah, you can see those shooting. Dude, stop killing them. A little spin. Oh, we lost one. One guy. And now they're gonna come over here and they're gonna kill this thing.
Scouts ready. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Scouts awaiting orders. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Okay,
Scouts awaiting orders.
this guy's done. He's a dreadnought, so he's a big defensive melee walker. We can give him anti-vehicle stuff, anti-tank stuff. Anti-vehicle. Alright, it's called anti-vehicle stuff. We can give him a las cannon for anti-vehicle or an assault cannon for anti-infantry. I usually give them assault cannons, so
By his word.
we'll do that. And these guys will take care of them while we wait for this to finish. Oh, so you can see here, our vehicle cap is full. So we go over here, upgrade vehicle cap. Because this costs, as you can see, 5. Let's make some apothecaries. And why don't we make some more infantry units? Upgrade that. Let's just fly around and find any upgrades we can. These guys are like healer units. So you can take this button here and attach it to this button. He'll walk over there and he can do part of it. Alright, we just upgraded the research thing. And the Predator is now here. So this is like your typical tank. Right? This is what you think of when you think tank. Well, not really. The Imperial Guard have what you think of when you think tank. But this is what you think when this is what you think of when you think tank for them. What I usually do, these are all anti-vehicle, but I usually just just do the top. I used to do all three, but then I got smart and started using the side weapons for infantry and the top cannon for anti-vehicle stuff. Now, why don't we see if we can't get this guy into battle? Let's just send him over there. Now that we've captured the relic up here, we can come over here and build this. This is super cool. Man, you guys are letting yourself get wrecked by scouts. Yeah, it's done. Alright. This is super cool. This is the only unit that can carry Terminators around. I still have yet to learn what this means. This only, you can see this red circle here that is now gone. It's only ever there when I fight the Imperial Guard, and I don't know what it is. Now that we've got a bunch of tanks, why don't we show off this thing over here?
Embark.
So what we can do with this, and it's really cool, is we can put people inside of it. So if they walk over here, which they're doing right now,
I exist to serve.
Tagging hits.
so you can get out of here, but you can see that it fills up that. And there's only 3 spaces, so they can't get in. But when these bars finish filling up, you can see there's a lot of people over here. So what we can do is, now that they're filled up, click on one and click on here. The same thing as Deep Strike, except boom, it drops a drop pod and everyone shows up. And it looks super cool. Alright, now that these guys are done, why don't we move in to up there? And we can use this button, attack move. Units will attack any enemy they come in contact to, will stop moving, attack it, and then continue moving. That's really useful. Like, you don't know how to use it.
Scouts ready. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Alright. Yeah, this thing is really cool. It's got freaking las cannons on the side. It's awesome. Alright. Now let's do a thing so we can get more people over there and do that. You see it took 2 out. I'm pretty sure it only dropped 1 drop pod. Yeah, it definitely dropped 1 drop pod.
None can stand before us.
And here we have an instance where I'm wrong and their base isn't there. I know their base is there though. Because we've got people coming from over here.
I accept the challenge.
Everyone get in here.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
And there's a thing there. Music kicks in. Alright.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Let's put these guys over here.
Taking damage. How can I serve?
Let's move everybody
The
in.
battlefield awaits.
Now, something cool you can do is if I select all of these guys.
Protects.
Now we have all selected. I can use Control 1. And now, that little itty bitty 1 appeared below all of them. See that right there? That little itty bitty 1 appeared there. And now, if I were to say, come over here, click on this. I want to do something with this. Alright, I want to build this. And I didn't want to have to go back over and select all of them like this, right? Just to move them around. Right, and now I have to, now that I've clicked, I have to like go around and grab them all and bring them close together or shift click them all together, right? Instead, if I'm down here doing things, I can hit 1 on the keyboard, and now I have all of them selected down there. I can hit twice really fast to go to the center of them. Let's figure out where they are though. So let's try and
My
put them
aim
over
shall
here.
not falter.
Let's see what happens there. Alright, get contact over here.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Yeah. Alright. Tanks are leaving. A couple of squads of people, and then the bulk of everybody is back here because this tank is having trouble.
Under fire.
But I'm guessing their base is right here. There's a plasma generator there. What is that? Oh, I'm losing that. It's fine. They're capturing and taking from me. As you see, they're not just running through to where I told them to go. Ooh, perfect. Perfect.
On alert.
Davian, get over
Enemy
here.
must be nearby.
So, like I said earlier, you'll see how this works later. If you click on this, and bring it, put it right here.
This day shall be a
Everybody
glorious
just
one for the Imperium.
stop attacking. Well, now you don't get to see it, but we won. It basically drops a bunch of stuff on it. Alright, now that we won that, we could do War Gear, 3-to-1 kill ratio. 1 for Conquest, and 1 for 3-to-1 kill ratio. And we got the Veteran, because we won. So if we could continue, it just takes us straight here. So, the way that this works is click on any of the items above and the information to see them, right? So we want to click here. It gives you lore information, and then just says what it does. Places standard chainsword. So he uses chainsword right now, right? If we click on it, now he's the power sword. Right? If we click on this, replaces the blade that we just got. Right? So if we do that, replaces the blade. Now we can't click on anything else. So if we undo that, we do plasma pistol, replaces the standard pistol. Melt the gun replaces the plasma pistol. Iron Halo gives you more health and attack speed. The Veteran's Pauldrons give you more health, protects against melee attacks, increases health and damage, increases speed and health, and enables teleportation. So I'm gonna do this because I like my guy to have a demon hammer, and I'm gonna hit continue. And now you can't undo that. So if I go back to War Gear, I can't take these away now. But I can't add any more. So that's basically confirming it. And then we hit end turn to see what the rest of the people do.
Charge! I will have someone's head for this.
And now it's my turn again. It's our turn. So now we've got 3 different provinces. We can go here and we get industrial production, and that gives us, what does it give us? It starts every mission with 1,000 additional requisition. So we have extra money. This over here gives us a veteran assault marine. Is an honor guard. This one over here is really, really cool. This gives us the spaceport, and it allows us to attack almost any province on the map regardless of being next to it. So these arrows mean that I can attack it because I'm next to it. If I had this, the arrows would just be straight down on everything besides these. Besides the main provinces. So I have to actually be next to them to attack them. But every single map would be open. And at this point I usually go for this like immediately. But that's really all the time I have for recording today. So I'm gonna end it here. We go to menu, we click save, and these are a bunch of saves from before. Let's do just my name. Alright. Alright. Now we've got that saved. Then we can click main menu. And alright. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like the video, and I'll make more videos. Thanks. Bye.